Hey everyone, it's Coach Matt from Primal Athlete Training Center, www.primalatc.com. Well, back out here in the circle, we're here to show you the second release drill. If you checked out our blog and if you checked out our video yesterday, we dealt with just releasing that javelin, pushing all of the energy, all the force right through the point, and basically just using our right arm. We had our feet set up correctly where the power foot is behind, the blocking leg, the blocking foot was in front, hips were underneath us, and we just simply worked on releasing and throwing that javelin into the ground, aiming right through the point. Well, today what we're going to work on is incorporating the rest of your body into the throw. So right now we're just going to start with the left arm. Once the left arm is taken care of today, tomorrow you'll see how we use our entire body, the arm, the legs, the hips, and of course the left arm, that blocking arm, to throw that javelin correctly. What we're going to do first and foremost today is we're going to show you guys what that left arm does. Now, the left arm, very similar to the block and the discus, and the block and the shot put, we want to work on that left arm coming in and down the side of your body. Javelin is a very linear event, and what we mean by that is that everything happens in a straight line. So as you're running up the runway with the javelin is pointing forward. As you pull the javelin back and start working into your crossovers, the javelin is facing forward. The last thing that we want to do is take a linear movement, like that javelin flying in a linear pattern, and put a rotational movement on it. Meaning that if the javelin's pointing forward, the last thing you want to do is take your arm and put a twist on the end. That's going to interrupt the path of the javelin, and that's going to actually make it so that you're putting turbulence to that throw. Think of it just like a plane taking off the ground. If you had a plane that was going down that runway and was getting ready to take off, the last thing you'd want that plane to do is make a sharp left or a sharp right before it gets in the air. It's going to interrupt the speed, it's going to interrupt the pattern of the plane, and you're probably not going to take off at all. And the same holds true with the javelin. So we want to make sure we keep everything linear. And in order to keep it linear, we're taking the non-throwing arm and we're pulling it in and down the side of our body, similar to what you do with the shot and with the discus. So we're going to adjust the camera real quick so that I get the full shot of me throwing, and we'll show you guys exactly what I mean by pulling in that left arm as well as throwing that javelin with the right arm. Okay, just give me one quick second. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to be throwing kind of toward this direction so you can see. We're going to be pulling in that left arm and releasing with the right. So pull in and release with the right hand. Now hopefully one of the things that you all noticed is the fact that I'm not just pulling and throwing at the same time. So when I have the jab, I'm not just pulling in and throwing at the same time. What's happening is I'm starting to pull with my left arm a split second before I'm throwing with the right. And what that's doing is, just like in discus and just like in shot, get that out of the way, just like in discus and just like in shot, we're creating that stretch. We're pulling in on one side and creating a stretch across the chest to release down with the right arm. So again, that's something I have all of my throwers and all of my athletes do before practice and before meets. We'll take 10 easy throws like we showed you in yesterday's blog and video. Then we'll take 10 more throws, pulling in and releasing, pulling in and releasing. Now what this is doing is, obviously it's teaching them what the left arm does, but we're always emphasizing throwing through the point. It's very important. Emphasizing throwing through the point is something that should happen in every single javelin drill where you release that javelin. So right now, obviously, we're not releasing it in the air, we're releasing it down toward the ground, with the emphasis still being on throwing through the point. Alright guys, tomorrow's video is the last video of the week for Javelin. What we're going to talk about is incorporating the rest of your body into that throw. So far we have the upper body taken care of. We have the throwing arm and the blocking arm. Now we have to talk about what happens with the rest of your body, meaning the lower body. So tomorrow we're going to work on incorporating the legs into this release, and we're going to start to put it all together. So guys, thanks so much for checking out the video. We hope you really enjoyed it. Please make sure to check out primalatc.com and also Primal Athlete Training Center on Facebook. This is the place where you guys should be coming to ask your questions about the throwing events, and ask questions about training for the sport of track and field and for throwing especially. So please let your friends know, let your teammates know, and your coaches know that Primal ATC and Primal Athlete Training Center is the place where you should be coming to get your training information and improve your throws on a day-to-day basis. Thanks.